Hi everyone, it's Miss Library and Bee. We're back to tell you another story. A wintertime story. Are you ready? Are you on your magic carpet? Bee, get on your magic carpet. Go on. Okay, you need to put on a winter hat like mine. And then you need to put on a pair of mittens. On your other hand, please. Good job. And let's see. Oh, you probably need a really good winter coat. So put your coat on. Zip it up. Zip. Good job. And I think you need some eyes. So put your mole eyeballs in. Uh-oh, Miss Library. Maybe that wasn't such a smart idea. Moles don't see very well, but we'll make it work. Put your snowshoe rabbit ears on. Oh, the better to hear and see you with, Miss Library. And put your owl mouth in. Hoo, hoo. Zip it up. Seatbelt on. Are you ready? You know it's going to be a little chilly, so get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Hold on, everybody. Whoa. Whoosh. Oh. It's just a little snow. Just wipe it off. It's fine. Okay, here's our book. Can't wait to read it to you. It's called The Mitten. See the snow? See the animals? It is adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. And if you happen to have one of these handy, bring out your magnifier glass. There's some clues in the story, and I want you to help me find them. I wonder if you'll be able to find them. Let's see. The Mitten, a Ukrainian folktale, adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. Oh, if you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow-white mittens, and finally, Baba made them. See, she's knitting them right there. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow-white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped into the snow and was left behind. See, there it is. And here's our first clue right here. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. See? Here's the next clue. There and there. See it? A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. Must be Beatrix's cousin. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. I wonder if you can see that clue right there. Here. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. You see right there? And here. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. Then he decided he was going to move in also. The mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled, but when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. It's going to be next here. See it? Look at the hedgehog coming out of the mitten. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. I would too. Look at that. Here's your next clue. See what that is? It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Look at the nose. And the hedgehog sticking out too. Here's your next clue. Here. Here. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up, but not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size, but Baba's good knitting held fast. How in the world is the bear going to fit in there? Here's your next clue. See it? It's kind of hard to see. There. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. Look at his tracks. She just wriggled into one of the space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whisker, gave an enormous sneeze. Can you guys help me sneeze? Achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. He's looking for his glove. And look at the animals. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mittens. All the animals are going home. There's Baba, looking at the mittens, wondering, why in the world is one so much bigger? What happened? The end. Did you like that story? I wonder if you had a favorite animal in that story. Maybe you liked the mole the best. He was the first one to go into that mitten, wasn't he? Make himself nice and cozy. Maybe you liked, guess whose favorite this one is? The snowshoe rabbit. Maybe you liked the hedgehog? Or the owl? Whoo, whoo. otter? Or the fox? Or what about the big bear that finally stretched out the mitten? Or maybe this could be my favorite, a little tiny mouse and that made the bear sneeze. Oh, I wonder if you have a pair of mittens. Mittens are a little different because they don't have all the fingers. You just put your whole hand inside, right? What would happen if you took your mitten outside and you dropped it on the ground? I wonder if an animal would crawl into it. I wonder if Beatrix could fit in there. What do you guys think? Do you think Bee could fit in that? Maybe you should try that if you have some mittens. Put a mitten outside and see what happens. I wonder if you could get an adult to print out this for you. There is right below me is my website, and on that website you can find this. 2 gloves. There's one, there's one. I wonder if you could cut those out. And then I wonder if you could print that out and color the animals and cut them out. Then you know what you can do? Look at my mitten. I cut the mitten out and then I just stapled it. You could probably do that. So my mitten is ready for somebody to climb into it. Here's the mole. Do, 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 do. I wonder if you remember the order of the animal. Is the bear next? No, Miss Library. No. Hint. It's somebody that Beatrix loves. Next into the net. I wonder if you could put all the animals in there, and then when the mouse comes in, the bear sneezes, and everybody goes flying! I wonder if you could have some fun with that. I hope you will, and I hope you enjoyed that story. See you next time.